Hi, this is Annie. I'm going to do a few more things that you can do to help to bring peace into your life and help with transformation. I'm probably not going to go in deeply. I think I might do another down the road, a more deep thing on these, but give you a little explanation. So the first one I thought would be helpful is EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. You can go online and research this and find out exactly how to do it. But basically it's about tapping. And when you tap, you're tapping along the meridian lines. They coincide with the meridian lines. And it releases energy from the neurological system. And because we don't know exactly where the energy is held, we do different points in order to have a better chance of releasing it. So in the very beginning, you would say 0 to 10, rate the irritation. So let's use the dog barking as an example next door. So let's say it's a 5 for me. So I'm going to start with a 5. So I'm going to tap on the top of my head and I'm going to say, the dog's barking next door. I'm going to go to the inside of my eyebrow. The dog's barking next door. And then I'm going to go to the outside of my eye. And it can be done on the left or the right side of your body. You don't have to do it on both sides of your body, just one. That dog barking next door is really irritating. And then go underneath your eye where the little bony prominence is. That dog barking next door is really irritating. And then under your nose, I wish that dog would quit barking. Under your chin, I wish that dog would quit barking. And then find your collarbone, the big bone that goes across underneath your shoulder. Follow it down to the soft, kind of sensitive spot down below the collarbone and tap there. It makes me feel great when it's nice and peaceful and that dog is not barking. And then you can go, there's several options. If you go underneath your arm pit, down just a little bit to your side and tap there. Kind of equal with where a breast would be, but on the side. My life is really peaceful when those dogs aren't barking. And then you go back up to your head. And just repeating these. Now I have a friend that tells me she just taps her fingers. And she gave me the example one day. She was sitting out in a chair and the neighbor was bouncing the basketball, the little neighbor boy. I don't think he was little, I think he was more like a teenager. And she was having a peaceful sit there in a chair and she just said something about the neighbor boy is tapping or bouncing his basketball. It would be nice if he went inside, and just kind of a scenario around that. Pretty soon he went inside. So I'll do a longer one at some point and give you more specific information and some wording that would help out better. But then, so like for me, I started with a 5, probably from 0 to 10, how irritating it was. And the dog has stopped barking. So I would say I'm down to a 0. But let's say the dog was still barking, I would determine whether I'm down to a 2 or, how much is it affecting me. Okay, another thing that I would like to talk to you about is access consciousness bars. This is something that I do, and it helps release belief systems, and it can be done remotely. It's really nice energy, and it's mostly done in the head, on the skull area. Fingers placed in strategic places and releasing specific things. But just keep in mind that is something that can be done. And then there's releasing statements through access consciousness that can be done as well. And whether you use access consciousness or not, if you get out of bed one day and you're just not feeling great, you don't know why, you don't know what's going on, but all you do is say something like, what would it take for me to feel better today? Whatever it would take, whatever energy I'm holding on to, I now release it, transform it, anything like that. And your soul's working with you. And so are your guides. And you can get stuff released real easily that way. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is a little bit more about the Akashic record. So the Akashic record is the soul's record. We all have a record that records all of our experiences, whether they're positive or negative experiences, from the point at which we originated. So on the premise that there is past lives, it can clear past lives, it can clear negative stuff from future lives, parallel lives, and the current life that's already happened. And what it is it's based on emotions. When we have an experience, let's say one day you go to work and you say hi to you have a friend at work and you say hi, and you don't think that they're not responding to you to say hello back, because the day before you kind of had a difference of opinion, let's say, and it kind of was just left up in the air. Well, now you think that this person is not saying hello to you because you think they're mad at you. In truth, it may be that the person just didn't hear you say hello, but in your mind you have some programming going on that has made you think that they're mad at you, or you have belief systems that have influenced your experiences so that it colors the truth of what's really been going on. Well, what I do with the Akashic record is I clear the negative programming that you have in your energy field, that helps to clear everything so that you can be able to make more clear decisions and see life without a lot of baggage that you're carrying. So there's several ways I can do it. I can do it remote, I can do it on the phone. I also do what I call as a spirit guided session, where we clear the Akashic record, but we don't focus on the programs. Instead, what I do is I call your guides in, my guides in, and we set an intention for what you want to learn or gain out of the experience for that session. And then our guides, your guides, take us on a little journey to clear the energy from your body that needs to be cleared in order to meet your intentions. So all of these things help bring more peace in your life, and they help you transform and make your life flow in a more positive way. So I wanted to share these things, and I will do another session at some point to give you a little more information on the EFT more specifically. And maybe I'll do it where you can actually see where I'm tapping. I hope you find this beneficial and helpful in your life. And if you would, please like, subscribe, and share with somebody who you feel would benefit from the information. It does help to get my channel circulated better with more activity of like, sharing, and subscribing. And the dogs are getting worse, so I'm going to sign off. Many blessings, love to all.